Welcome to CAN, Caribbean Affiliate News. My name is Siobhan Gobin. Here are the stories that we're following today, September 13th, 2013. In Trinidad and Tobago, the Prime Minister admits UNC wants a COP on one ticket for local government. Guyana receives first female Canadian High Commissioner. Barbados to receive $16 million in Chinese assistance. And a revised GPA scheme for UWI students in 2014. Details on these headlines and more when we return.
Hey, excuse me, if you see me smiling, that's 'cause I'm chilling on Total Caribbean Network. This your boy Wyclef Jean, man, and I'm chillin', man. Total Caribbean Network. Man, I love their style. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Welcome back to CAN, Caribbean Affiliate News. My name is Siobhan Gobin. This segment of the news is sponsored by Total Caribbean Network. Prime Minister Kamla Persad-Bissessar has admitted that the ruling United National Congress wants the People's Partnership to contest local government elections on one ticket, contrary to what the Congress of the People is calling for. The two sides have been meeting to decide on how to move forward. And I quote, "I have advised them that it would be the most prudent thing for us to compete on one ticket per corporation. So the negotiations now will be which corporations will be contested by whether the COP, NJAC, or the UNC. The COP has made it clear it wants to contest 7 regional corporations on its own, but the political leader of the UNC said there is still room for negotiation. And I quote, they are still in discussions or negotiations. There will have to be a criteria and rationale on what basis the allocations are made. I think we ended very amicably and we go forward united as a partnership, but selecting to contest different corporations under different tickets." In the news from Guyana, newly appointed Canadian High Commissioner to Guyana, Dr. Nicole Giles, yesterday asserted that the governments of both countries share a deep and special foreign policy bond, which will continue to grow stronger. This statement came as President Donald Ramuto yesterday morning accepted a letter of credence from Dr. Giles, who becomes the first ever female High Commissioner of Canada to Guyana. Dr. Giles replaces Dr. David Devine. In presenting her letter of credence, Dr. Giles expressed great honor to serve in Guyana. She commended government on achieving one of the most vibrant and growing economies in the region. The envoy stressed that Canada's engagement in the Americas is a key foreign policy priority for her government. She further noted that her country's goal is to expand and deepen Canada's political, economic, trade, security, and development agendas in Guyana while ensuring that they are mutually reinforcing and mutually beneficial. She also stated that the two countries can share expertise on the issue of security. Dr. Giles arrived in Guyana on Monday, September 9, to assume duties as Canada's High Commissioner to Guyana, representative to the Caribbean community, and ambassador to Suriname. She has a BA honors in political science and history from Queen's University, 1998, MPhil International Relations, University of Oxford, 2001, DPhil International Relations in 2005, and worked as a retained lecturer at the University of Oxford's Wadham College prior to joining Foreign Affairs Canada in 2005. Dr. Giles has worked as a program officer and deputy director with the Nuclear and Radiological Security Division and as director of the Global Partnership Program. Barbados has praised China for its continued support for the socio-economic development of the island as the two countries signed a multi-million-dollar agreement on Wednesday. Foreign Affairs and Foreign Trade Minister Maxine McLean said China had proven to be a reliable partner for Barbados and pointed to the funding of numerous development projects, including the construction and refurbishment of some of the country's most visible landmarks. The two countries signed an economic technical agreement and 3 banking agreements on accounting procedures with a total value of $16 million. McLean cited the LC Payne Complex, headquarters of the Ministry of Education and Human Resource Development, the Garfield Sobers Sports Complex, and the Lloyd Erskine Sandyford Center as examples of China's support for the development of the island. And I quote, Barbados and the People's Republic of China on May 30, 2013 marked 36 years of diplomatic relations, a period during which the two countries have built a solid relationship based on respect and cooperation in an effort to advance mutual understanding between our peoples, end of quote. She said the government had made considerable progress in the utilization of the grant funds provided by China, and that 11 projects in areas such as agriculture, renewable energy, and infrastructural development had been submitted to China for reconsideration. The government of Barbados is looking forward to being informed about which projects are selected in the first stands and for the ongoing execution of bilateral projects with China, McLean said. Chinese Ambassador Zhu Hong said since the establishment of diplomatic relations between the two countries in 1977, 21 government agreements on economic and technical cooperation had been signed. With the grants and interest-free loans provided by the Chinese government, 17 projects have been implemented, including turnkey projects, supply of materials, cash donations, and consultancy projects. Such cooperation has made contributions to the social and economic progress and improvements of the people's livelihood in Barbados. You can see today that Barbadians are still enjoying the benefits of these projects, the diplomat said. Ambassador Zhu pledged to continue working with Barbados to promote new areas of cooperation to bring more benefits to the people of Barbados, which in return will further develop the bilateral relationship. Barbados and China established diplomatic relations on May 30th of 1977. Undergraduate students across the University of the West Indies will be assessed using a new grade point average GPA scheme, effective semester 1 2014 to 2015. Under the new GPA scheme, the overall manner in which assessments are conducted and grades represented for undergraduate student transcripts will be revised. All new and continuing students across all the university's campuses will be assessed and graded in a manner which is more transparent and in line with the international GPA standards. This announcement made by the Board for Undergraduate Studies of the university follows a decision made in 2011. And I quote, the new scheme will change the way in which the performance of students is represented on their transcripts. However, it will not change the standard of the UE degree, said Professor Alan Cobley, Pro Vice Chancellor and Chair, Board for Undergraduate Studies. 3 significant changes will be implemented in the 2014 to 2015 academic year. First, the letter grade bands will be adjusted as well as the quality points associated with them. Quality points are used to calculate the GPA and ultimately the class of degree awarded. For instance, a passing grade in the current scheme is represented as a D with a quality point of 1. In the revised scheme, a passing grade will be represented as C with a quality point of 2. Secondly, grade descriptors will be introduced to explain the level of skills and knowledge represented by each letter grade. This method of assessment will guide percentage scores in an approach that is more transparent and objective while giving a clearer picture of the level of competencies achieved by the students. Last, there will be an adjustment in the percentage bands associated with letter grades to bring the UE in line with international best practice. This will mean that the former passing mark of 40% will move to 50%. The upper and lower bands of each grade will also be shifted so that, for example, the band from A- to A+ will now have a percentage range from 75 to 100%. Consequent on these changes, there will also be changes to the GPA bands used to determine the class of degree earned. 3.6 and above will be equivalent to first class honors, 3 to 3.59 equivalent to upper second class honors, and 2.5 to 2.99 equivalent to lower second class honors. In addition to the academic paybacks, the new grade bands and descriptors are more easily understood by employers and others outside the university. The adjustments will also facilitate holders of a UE degree in seeking employment and accessing postgraduate studies overseas. During the current academic year, prior to the introduction of the revised GPA scheme, the university will conduct workshops for all members of the teaching staff to familiarize them with the changes and provide training in the associated methods of assessment. Student forums will also be held to facilitate questions. You are watching Caribbean Affiliate News. Stay tuned.
Mom let you take your car out. This is awesome.
It's time to grow up.
You're crazy.
Little wildflower.
Go faster. Stop.
It'll all be alright.
I raised my son to be careful,
Hey, sweetie. Hey, Mom.
but just to be safe,
So don't you worry.
I got a Subaru.
Love. It's what makes a Subaru a Subaru.
Coleman Subaru, 1710 North Alden Avenue, Ewing, New Jersey, or ColemanSubaru.com.